Hey guys, this is GearUpEasy and I'm back with another video. And today we are going to discuss about a specific module in HackTheBox Academy, that is public exploit. This module is quite interesting because in this module you are not going to get your output directly with a specific request that you have used or you have learned till now. This is for beginners. What exactly is required by the HackTheBox Academy lab. Okay, so I have turned on the machine. This is our target. Okay, this is our target server and we will hit our target. This module basically talks about the publicly available resources from where you can get a publicly available exploit for any specific vulnerable service running on any web server or any server. All right, so we are going to see command line tool as well, and when you'll go through this specific module, you will get to know about Google hacking database, where you can get exploit information about some vulnerable services running on any web server when you are interacting in any CTF kind of environment or any live environment. So our goal is to find the content of the flag.txt file on the web server. So the initial step that we are supposed to do, or what we have been told from the HackTheBox Academy module, that we need to give a nmap. We need to hit the target using nmap to get the number of services, the version of services, the ports that are available, or the services running on specific ports. So what we are going to do is simply hitting our target IP, and we know the host. For host, we know that we give -p flag, -p flag, and our port is 32464. You can see in the backend if it is visible. Let me give it a full screen view. I think it's not working properly. Control F. Yeah, now it's working. So nmap -p, our flag is 32464. That is 32464. What normally we do, that we give the command that go for some scripts that is that will be run by the nmap. So -sc flag, and we often give -sp flag. So this is the basic basic format which we hit in the very initial stage. Those who are already doing nmap with the targets, they know that they can give many other flags as well. So this is because the lab is for freshers, or for whom those are searching the solution of this specific lab. So what we get in response is that host seems to be down, and it is really up but blocking our ping probes. So it is suggesting, the map is suggesting us that we must consider appending a -p, capital PN flag, to see whether we are able to probe the target IP. So initially it was blocking our request, but after using the -pn flag, it is possible to enumerate or know about what services or what ports are open, what services are running on those ports, right? So what we get to know, that this was our port. Fine, the service is running, that is HTTP, and the version is HTTPD 2.4.41. So the next thing that comes in our mind, that why not to search for this specific version if this specific version is vulnerable to any exploit or not. So why not? We should always go for this. We have let me open a new terminal. We have many tools such as Searchsploit, and in the Searchsploit we can simply give the service name with a specific version number, and okay, so my mistake. SEARCH exploit HTTP find. So Searchsploit will tell us that if this version is vulnerable to any public exploit or not. So it is vulnerable, the title is given. Now after thinking that we have done a nmap and we got to know that HTTP and this specific version is running on the web server, we have found that okay, this is vulnerable to this specific vulnerability or a specific exploit. But the thing is, this is not linked. I mean, what next will you think that what you must do or what anyone must do to proceed further? Like, we have to find the content of flag.txt. That means we need to connect with the web server. So this is not going to help in this case, that this service is running and that this is a specific exploit that you can leverage to get your flag or get the solution. So the next thing is MSF also provides you the searching capability to know that whether any public exploit is available or not, or in the module, in the auxiliary, MSF has its own auxiliary where it searches for any vulnerability of a specific version of service. So leaving about that was just information. So this is our target host, this was our target host, and after visiting this what we get to know that there is a plugin that is a backup plugin, and this is a specific version, and the main utilization of this is that you can make a backup of your WordPress website or the MySQL database. So that is what this plugin is used, and it is utilized in our web application. So suppose this is a live web application and this is the plugin that is utilized in this web application. Now you know that this is a web application and this is the plugin, and why not to check for this specific plugin or the vulnerability is there any public exploit or any it is vulnerable or not. We need to search for it. So we will again use the utility that is Searchsploit, the tool, and we will give the plugin name that is backup plugin, and the version is 2.7.10. okay, it is searching. Okay, so it is vulnerable as well. The vulnerability or the exploit name is WordPress plugin database backup. So that's the title. We can search this, and what we get in hint is that in a Metasploit we can get a RC using the Metasploit. So it's a kind of hint, and if it is a hint, then why not to more discover about using the hint as well, like if there is a possibility or not. So starting our Metasploit using the command msf console, and after it gets started, there are those who are familiar with msf console, it's way it's fine and good, but who are not aware or who don't know about Metasploit very well, it's my recommendation that they must consider it, because it's a very helpful and a vulnerable and helpful and help you in find the exploit of a specific vulnerable service. So our msf console has started, and you can MSF also provide facility to search for the specific exploit as well. So the last time what we have searched is for backup plugin, and what we got is that exploit title is this. So we will search for this specific exploit. Okay, we have the command that very simple command, that Searchsploit, which will let you to find exploit for the specific issue. Let me hit enter. So what we got to know that after finding the auxiliaries in the database, we got to know that there are two issues, and the rank for these two issues are, one for the one that is RC, it is excellent, and for another one which is auxiliary download or something, so it's normal. We are going to opt for RC because we need to get a connection. Of course, those who are new, it might be possible that you think, okay, this is something downloader, why not this, we can download the txt file, is this something related or not? So no, you can go for it, but I'm going for this because the lab needs to be solved, and you need to know that where you were lacking to solve this, what was the main step for you that you were not able to think about. So this is the exploit that is that we get to know from the module, MSF module. Then now we are going to use this auxiliary, and we can use it using a simple command, that is use. And you can see that here also there is a recommendation that how to use it. Fine. So what we are going to use, we are going to use the RC auxiliary. Fine. So let me do it. So this is the auxiliary that we are going to use, and here we get a notification or in the response that no payload was configured. So for configuring, you need to set the options. So we have simple command, that is show options, and from there we get to know that these are the options that need to be set, because the required tab, the required section says that where it contains yes, the value must be provided to the MSF, so that further process can be done, or exploit can be processed, or enumeration can be done. So here in this scenario, we know just about our host, that is our target IP, our port that we know from the machine IP where we started our machine. The port was also appended after the IP. So these two things we know. The next thing is target URI and URI path. Target URI is the same, the target URL or the R host. So we are going to use the URI path, because the slash flag.txt could be obtained from this, because after enumerating all things, after getting that, okay, I got to know about this was the vulnerability, this was the exploit, public exploit that was available. Now using the MSF console, I have come through this point that I am able to know that we can set this our host, we can set our R port, but what to do next? So the next thing is you need to access the URI path, that is flag.txt. So now we are going to set the R host. The simple command is used, the set the parameter or the variable R host, the IP. Okay, sorry, I need to copy paste it. Then our host is set, we need to set our port, our port is 32464. Fine. Now what we are going to set is the URI path, then set URI path, and here we will give the path that is flag.txt. This is the last step, where I believe many of you were, those who are new to this lab, many of you were wondering that what next we can do. or what next that can be done. So our host is set, our port is set, URI path is set. Now we are ready to exploit. So for exploiting it, we can give two commands, that is run or either exploit. I'm giving exploit, it sounds good. So started our TC reverse TCP handler, and everything is going in backend, and your Metasploit is doing everything for you. You just need to wait patiently, and of course you need to configure it properly, because it's on you how you are utilizing the salt. You have the capability to utilize your weapon properly. So what we get to know is that exploit aborted due to failure, no access, unable to log into WordPress. So there are some limitations that has occurred and we have not provided. So let us figure it out, that what is the thing that we are not able to still get to our flag. What is the thing that we are lacking till now? So if we are not able to get what we are searching for, we will try for something else. The thing is, we have used the Metasploit using the keywords that we get from the Searchsploit tool, and we have passed into MS console. Using that, we came to conclusion that this is the auxiliary that we used, but as we have seen that we haven't got anything, we were not able to connect. So we will exit Metasploit, and again we will search for different combination of words, like here we get to know that it's a simple backup plugin. So last time we searched for backup plugin with a specific version, but this is a plugin. The name of this plugin is simple backup. Okay, if you are going to search for backup, you will get different auxiliary modules. If you are going to search for plugin, you are going to get different modules, and if you are going to search for simple, you are going to get different modules. So now we will search for something like simple backup, the name of the plugin, to know that this plugin is exploitable or not. Okay, so fine, we will go into our MSF, and again starting the Metasploit, that is MSF console, and let it start. New terminal is open as well. Okay, fine. So let's wait until it gets started. MS console, and you need to learn and get your hands dirty with Metasploit. It is very, very handy tool. If you are good at using Metasploit, you can save a lot of your time. So our MSF console has been started. We'll clear the screen, and now again we are going to search for some different word. Search exploit. Search exploit, and now we are going to get the name of that plugin, that is simple backup. Okay, so now we are getting that there is an auxiliary module, that is WordPress simple backup file read. So this is something we get catchy, because we also want to read the file, that is flag.txt, and this is also making some sense, right? So why not to use this module? And also instead of using this module, I just want to cross verify that if you give some different word backup, let's search for something like this. See, so now we get n number of modules, and you need to go through each of module to if something gets catchy to you, if something you see that it is more relatable, then you can use that module. So for this purpose, we are using the previous, we are going to search for simple backup, and we got to know that there is a module which is WordPress simple backup file read. We are going to use it. You can, as I already told you, you can use the use command, and after you can give the whole module name, or you can just give the number, that is 0. So here you get up to 50. So if you want to use this module, you can just give use 50. So MSF will automatically read the specific module. So now we are going to use this module, and let me clear the screen. So this module is being let me give it a full screen. So this module is going to be utilized. Now again, what we'll go that we want options to see. Just a minute, guys. So yeah, we were looking for show options command. So from that we get to know that we still need to give the R host and R port. So again we will set the R host. The R host is our target web server. Oh, sorry. No, there must be a functionality like we get into Windows, using Windows we can use the specific copied item from the clipboard. It must be there in Linux as well. So set our host, and the IP is the IP is set our port, sorry, port. Oh, this happens a lot when you change your keyboard, constantly change your keyboard for your work and recording. So our port is 32594. So our port is set, our host is set, and we will exploit and we get to know that the specific file is saved in form of text file, and this is the path to that file. So what we'll do, that we'll go to that file and read the content of the file, and then we'll get the flag. So now we are not able to get a flag, the format of a flag that is set by HackTheBox. So why we are getting this? It's kind of password file, I guess, right? If you are familiar with the Linux, so it's a kind of etc password file. But why we are getting this? We are getting this because we still have not set the path from where we are going to fetch the content. We want to fetch the content of the file .txt, but we have fetched the content of etc/password. We have not set the file path. So we have to set the file path. Like in last attempt we have set the URI, the target URI. So if we set a target URI, we are not going to get the content, because the MSF is going to hit the specific endpoint, and if there is not something at that endpoint, how it's going to fetch it. So that there is two scenario: the file path, the target URI. When we consider a URI, we sometimes even consider like any text file can be a URI as well. Why not? So why we are not opting for target URI? Why we are opting for file path? This is the thing that you will tell me in the comment box, and whosoever is correct, I will just give a heart to that comment, so that everyone will get to know that what is the correct answer. Okay, so the answer is, sorry, the next thing is we need to set the file path. And after setting the file path to flag.txt, I'm sorry, flag.txt, again we will exploit. So this time what we get to know is there is some different file which is created and saved at a specific path. Now we will copy this, go into the terminal, and again we will read the content of the file, and now see, we get our flag which says that my first hack. So we'll copy this, we'll go paste it, submit it, and we have successfully solved the lab. But the lab is not completed yet. Why? Because now we want to know that what if I use this target URI instead of file path. So let's set the target URI, and again we'll give flag.txt, and again we will exploit. Now we can see that we haven't got something in response. Now this is the functionality that you will tell me in the comment box. That's all about this video. We have successfully solved the public exploit lab, which was quite interesting, where you got to know that a simple nmap scan is not going to help you all the time. You need to know about different flags and the utilization of different flags. This module also tells about that you can get to know about different publicly available exploit using command line tools such as Searchsploit, and Metasploit also have the utility to find exploits as well. The third thing you got to know about this whole complete module is there are different publicly available websites which gets you a database of publicly available exploits such as exploitdb.com, such as rapid summon database, such as vulnerability lab. So you just go through each of the website, and whichever website you feel handy, you can search for available exploit for your live applications when you are testing a live application or playing any CTFs. So that's all about my side. It's been a long break. This is my latest video. Keep commenting, like this video. We'll meet you soon. Thank you.